Good afternoon, and thank you for coming to the first daily Dark Lord briefing. Now, I will level with you. The wizarding world faces an existential threat, and I want to be frank with you. Unless we, the Ministry of Magic, and the public of this great country take urgent action now, many more witches and wizards will sadly die. Now, I'll talk about what sort of action we're planning to take to combat this threat in a moment. But firstly, I'll hand over to PVT to take us through the slides. Next slide, please. My name is Professor Ptolemy Van Tam, and I am the Deputy Chief Auror at the Ministry of Magic. Next slide, please. Now, as you will know, at this point in this crisis, the crucial measure of the spread of dark magic is the EAT-R number. Now that is the rate at which one Death Eater converts another to the cause. Nationally, this stands at 47. It is very high. However, it is even higher in the area of Hogsmeade and Hogwarts. And so if you live in those areas, we urge you to exercise extreme caution while interacting with other Death Eaters. Now, I have to say something about the way that we calculate these figures. It must be said that although many people die under the influence of the Dark Lord, not everyone dies because of the influence of the Dark Lord. And there is a difference. For example, many Death Eaters neglect to look both ways while crossing the road, and they sadly die. Now, it is also true that those under the Imperious Curse very rarely wash their hands, and so are particularly susceptible to the very dangerous effects of Phoenix flu. Now, it must be said as well that there have been some good news stories in recent days and weeks. We have not one, not two, not three, but 4 Horcruxes, and that is good news indeed. But this is not over yet. We have caught the quaffle. We are hurling it through the hoops. But we have not caught the snitch. The match is not won. As we all know, Horcruxes are not like yogurts. Imagine if you were on a train. The Hogwarts Express, if you will. We have reached platform 9 3/4. We are boarding the train. We have ordered our pumpkin pasties. We have eaten them. And we are sitting down now to eat some cough-flavoured Bertie Bott's every flavoured beans. But this is not over yet. It would be the gravest mistake for us to relax at this point. The Death Eaters may board the train, the Dementors may slip through the corridors, and Neville may lose his toad. And so it would be the gravest mistake, the most dangerous mistake, to relax, to put away our wands and open up the Quibbler at this time. And if we do so, by Christmas, Dobby will be dead, and all of your loved ones will sadly die. Thank you, Professor. Now, before we move on to take questions on this, I would like to announce that, as of midnight on Thursday, we are asking all those susceptible to the influence of the Dark Lord, that is, anyone who has previously been part of Slytherin, or has family members in Slytherin, to self-isolate themselves from everyone else. Now, the first question will come from Perseus.
Perseus Corbyn, the Quibbler. Hydroxychloroquine. Climate change, it's the goblins, it's a scam. Does the Minister agree that the Dark Lord does not exist, and that this wizarding war is just an attempt to further the economic interests of the economic elite? And secondly, isn't it true that all these symptoms commonly attributed to this Dark Lord are in fact propagated by the government's new flu-G powder network? And isn't it also the case that he personally has suppressed evidence that all these symptoms of this condition that doesn't really exist can be cured by essence of dittany?
Right. Okay, Perseus. For many years, this government has not invested in the flu-G powder network, I'll admit that. And so, as we spend more time at home, I think it's particularly important that our flu-G powder network is as fast as it can be. And so for that reason, we are continuing to invest in this network. Now, the next question will come from Meredith Gerard Hopkirk, Profitdyddiol.
Diolch weinidog. Ond yw'r amser I ddatganoli weinyddiaeth hyd a lledrith mwyn sicrhau y gallai Cymru ddelio gyda'r problemau ei hun?
Next question, Remertus.
Remertus Peston, Daily Prophet. Just 5 questions, if I may, Minister. Firstly, is it the right decision to once again cancel school exams when no one at Hogwarts has sat an exam in 6 years? And secondly, what do you make of comments by certain members of the Magical Congress of the United States of America that the current crisis is caused by Scotland magic?
Thank you, Remertus. I think that's it for today's briefing. We've run out of time. But as always, stay safe and goodbye.